right, iPad, please. Should be the top of the. You know where it is.
For GPS, right?
Yes.
It's already up.
What'd you say?
It's up.
Plan's already up, good to go.
Okay. Well, you lose all access to your device. Okay. All right.
We're trying.
If not, it's a pain in the ass to put it back on unless we switch seats.
Yep. I mean, if I put the iPad down here in the thing, it'll work fine because I can see this from the map. Then you can have your phone back because we'll need it for a couple hours here.
Yeah, that's fine.
So.
Time being until we get down here. Because I gotta dig to get to the box.
If you're just joining us, this is the Iowa Storm Chasing Network tracking a high risk for severe weather near Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Good evening. It's just after 4 o'clock local time. Thank you for joining us. We will hopefully provide you some live images of these storms and possible tornadoes as they form. So thank you for riding along with us here with the crew in Alabama. We appreciate everyone tuning in. And if you know anyone who lives in this area, please remind them that they need to have multiple ways to get the warnings tonight. This is a fairly volatile situation with a lot of dynamic weather ingredients that are present today, and that's why the Storm Prediction Center has gone with a rare high risk, which is not issued a lot. Do you want to talk a little bit about the high risk and why it's so important that people take precautions, Brendan? All right, we'll be right with you shortly here. Our navigator is busy, and he will try to go over some of the parameters that go into making a high-risk forecast and how important it is to heed the warnings. But in the meantime, enjoy our trip down Interstate 5920 outside of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. The wet road conditions are making it somewhat difficult to travel, but we're going at a safe speed, and we have nice new tires on the vehicle, so that's helping us keep very good traction here.
Broadcast media, substantial damage to property and homes, the city of Apache. Yeah, we got you.
We're still getting off at 69 South and 14 miles. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're just joining us, we're watching Iowa Storm Chasing Network live coverage of the high risk in Alabama today for tornadoes, very large hail and high winds. You're looking at a live picture of Interstate 5920 approaching Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where several tornado warnings are in effect for the area, including where you're seeing right now as we track possible supercells and tornadoes as they move up towards us.
Okay, all of our cells just got canceled.
All of our warnings did? Yep. So there's no tornado warnings?
Yep, there's no tornado warnings as of right now for our storms.
Copy that. So the warnings have expired or been canceled. However, keep an eye out. We definitely have the possibility of some being reissued shortly. a good high spot here, but there's not really an interchange. But you can see pretty well in all directions.
Yeah, there's nice spots like that.
Yep.
Just trying to see if I can find us a road. Good place to sit.
Copy that. That's crazy. It went from a confirmed tornado to canceling the warning. That fast?
Yep, just like that.
Well, this one still shows to our south as being in effect. I don't see that as being canceled. See?
Yeah, well, I have it right here from the chat. It says 21 for southern business and north central tailgate was canceled.
Okay.
But
You want to drop south at ahead of this one since it seems to be the strongest cell right now?
yeah, and actually, let me double check the map here and we can. I'll make sure I think I've still got you going with the best route. But
The next off ramp would be 11. And the next one after that, after Alpine Hills, would be 82.
So I'm actually going to get you on the 82 to Duncanville. There, we'll go sit there and just let that come at us.
Right, 8.1 miles. Return for 82.
Copy.
Yep, so you'll just take the 82 to get to Duncanville.
Copy that. 82 south.
You want navigation for that or?
Just give me a heads up when we're a mile from the exit.
You're 8 miles.
There you go. So in 7 miles, give me a heads up. This vehicle's rapidly stopping, and I have no idea why. I'm going
Navigation there
off into
for
the
you.
shoulder. Hopefully they're okay.
Lane kick go.
Yeah. If you're watching us in the live stream, it's kind of boring right now. We're just repositioning, but we're on Interstate 5920, approaching the city of Tuscaloosa. We're going to be dropping south before we get to the Tuscaloosa area, out ahead of a cell to the south of Tuscaloosa, and hopefully show you some live imagery of an ongoing tornado-warned storm.
6 miles.
Okay, so apparently that storm in the south is still tornado warning.
Yep, that's what I was saying.
I don't know why they did it the way they did, but
They might have canceled a little part of it.
yeah, that's what it looks like. Because
Yeah.
they extended it till 5, so we still have time.
Right.
So we get to Duncanville, find a good spot. A little outside of Duncanville, actually.
Here's another good high spot. You can see all around you here.
Yeah.
So here's to me, exit 71. Exit 73. I apologize. Exit 73.
Copy that. Exit 73.
It honestly looks like it may have debris with it.
All right, so our navigator is saying we might have a debris ball. Do you want to explain what a debris ball is, how you're seeing that?
Yeah, so we look at a product called the correlation coefficient.
And it
And
shows
so
what?
basically it shows the difference between precipitation and tree limbs and things like that
In the air,
in the
airborne.
air. Yeah.
Yep. We want to thank our paramedic along with us today, Robert DeBaca, who is watching all of our backs and making sure we are situationally aware as we start to enter into a fairly dangerous situation. We do have an onboard medical team with us, so we want to thank him for his participation and let everyone know the Iowa Storm Chasing Network always tries to have extra people along, because in these situations on days like this, it's just
He's always first.
safety is first, and it can get very difficult out here, especially with all this limited visibility, these large trees. It makes it difficult to see the tornadoes down here, so we keep ourselves safe first, and then we do what we can to help the folks here in the south if we encounter any kind of damage or people needing our assistance.
3.5.
So we're about 3.5 miles from our turn. You're watching live coverage on the Iowa Storm Chasing Network YouTube page of the high risk today in Alabama and Mississippi.
What do you want navigation for?
It is the 25th of March. It's about 4:27 p.m.
Yep, that's simple.
On Interstate 5920. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
trying.
see that.
Is there a road to stay with this
Like parallel.
once we drop? Because we're almost to the point where if we drop, it's going to overtake us before we even get there. So we might just want to turn around and head back up the interstate. Because ideally, we'd want to sit about here.
You want to go back maybe towards like...
Yeah, ideally, we want to sit about where Brent is and let it come towards us.
Well, the 82 will cut us back southeast.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
what
coming up.
we're aiming for.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're aiming for.
All right,
Don't
perfect.
go southeast of Tuscaloosa.
Okay. So we're going to exit at 1.9 miles on 82 and cut back to the south and southeast. You might have just seen a lightning strike. We're starting to see some of the cloud debris off in the distance here from these cells.
Officially in the outskirts of Tuscaloosa.
We're officially in the outskirts of Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Yeah, they're up on yours, Jarvis.
Yeah.
So if you're tracking along at home, we're going to be exiting on Highway 82 south from Interstate 5920 near the city of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, with a tornado warning supercell directly to the south of our position. Has there been a confirmed tornado on this storm yet?
No confirmed tornado that I have seen.
But there was one shortly near here on another storm.
Correct. It was to the north in around Knoxville, Boston area, and then the southern storm actually overtook it. So we're going to stay with this one and see what happens with it.
We think this has a little better chance with the inflow and the instability out ahead of it.
Yep. Anything on the left here?
I don't have any of the suspension retainers up. I'm good wind whip and that concrete's gonna fall.
Oh, that's an extremely strong couplet.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
I see. So we're going to go down to Brent on 82. I see what you're doing. Yep. And it's heading right for 82. We'll just sit there and wait it out. I like that plan.
Okay, so we have a radar indicated tornado. Damage there considerable. Hail less than 3/4 of an inch.
Got it.
Warning still goes till 5 p.m. So
Okay.
as soon as we get this light, we can get in position and hopefully get some good stuff here.
Adjust the viewfinder so maybe you have a little more view of the sky there.
Yeah, that is a really strong couple, actually.
Yeah, we need to get down there. But we have time because the nice thing is our road is considerably out ahead of it. So,
We chose that one because it's angular.
yep.
And that'll be dive bombing right into it.
Rain is starting to increase here in Tuscaloosa, however.
However, there are no warnings currently for the Tuscaloosa metro.
Correct.
just to clarify.
Yep.
We do have a tornado warning though for Hale County until 5 p.m. I wonder if that's something to do with, because we're in between radars, but that looks like it could possibly be a debris loss.
Yeah, we have a CC drop, which basically is indicative of debris lofted in the air.
Yep.
And we are looking at it from a fairly far distance away, so we can't confirm that's what we're seeing, but it definitely is suspect. And that would be very concerning if it was the case that was happening, because we could have a very large tornado on the ground here, just south of Tuscaloosa, near the city of Greensboro.
And they just issued a flash flood warning for Birmingham.
Lots of flooding going on today in the state of Alabama, so you want to make sure if you're in this area or know someone have loved ones in this area, they're aware that we're in a fairly large truck here, but others might have some issues out on the roads today.
And remember, if you see flooding on the roadways, turn around, don't drown, because you cannot see how deep that water is.
Yep, very good point.
Our tornado warning has now been PDS.
Okay.
Nope, little bit here.
Is 82 locked in here?
Yeah.
Okay, can you go back to mapping? Thank you. Perfect.
So it's fourth. Okay. Tornado warning for northwestern Perry County and Bibb County in central Alabama until 5:30. A confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located near Greensboro, moving northeast at 55
And that's
miles per
very
hour.
interesting, because our radar analysis just moments ago actually indicated that was occurring. You heard it here live before we read it from the Weather Service.
Correct.
And I believe I not just mention the city of Greensboro?
Yes, and that is a very well-defined CC drop as well.
Yes.
So that lines up perfect.
I don't know if you saw the large lightning strike off to our left here.
So don't stop on 82 right here. Keep going, and I will tell you when to stop.
Yep. Might have heard the thunder over the live stream there. Definitely getting a little more interesting here in Alabama. We're glad you are tuning in. You may see a tornado here, we hope. Obviously, hope it doesn't hit anyone, but it's definitely interesting to watch Mother Nature's power, I guess, in open country.
It's a very dangerous situation here in Perry and Bibb counties going on. You want to make sure if you have friends or family here that you go ahead and give them a phone call. Ben Green.
Thank you.
Give them a call, let them know, hey, they're under a tornado warning. You know, the best place to be is the lowest interior room of your home. Bike
Put as many walls
between you and the outside as possible.
Yep.
Have a bike helmet if you got it. Hard sole shoes. Yep, air horn and supplies.
Robert, can you explain to them why an air horn is so important?
So under a USAR or a urban search and rescue teams, when we go in, if you do have a collapse of a building or anything like that, in order to make noise, if you tap on things, it can sound like creaking of a house. But an abnormal noise, like an air horn going off, and if you can set off your car alarms if your car was in the garage, to indicate that there's someone there to do certain things. Lightning strike, you saw this in front of us. But making that oblique noise will get our attention faster than, say, yelling or tapping or trying to do something like that. That's why they say air horns, noises, things like that are fabulous. I was on the Garland Search and Rescue team when they went through in Texas.
The tornado went through Garland?
There was all kinds of innovative things that people were doing to get our attention. There wasn't as much, need for extrication or, entrapment stuff that we had to, initially deal with, especially that apartment complex went down. Garland Fire did a great job. We came into a system with Wiley Fire, but ultimately we went into Rowlett to help out. And there were some areas that, people were kind of stuck in, making any kinds of noises, metal on metal, air horns, trying to set their cars off. People were turning on music on their phones to try to get our attention. Anything like that, if you are in a situation where you do get trapped, But as Jarvis did point out, and has been said by multiple weather agencies, the hard helmet, a bike helmet, a batting helmet, anything like that for that concussion prevention is always a good thing.
Why is your head so important when you're in a situation where you could be injured by a tornado?
Because the falling down debris, the fact that if you get any kind of knocked around, that altered mental status, if you change any kind of blood flow, anything happening with the head, makes it where you're disoriented. If you're disoriented, you can get more lost, or not be able to recognize that someone's calling out for you, or not be able to hear that your phone's going off, things like that. So if you take a hit to the helmet, yeah, you're going to rattle your brain a little bit, but you're still going to be there. It takes a second to come back around. Minus if you got hit in the head and you're unconscious or something like that, we're not going to be able to find you because you won't be able to holler out. So those are big things. And the other one that I thought was a good point that they made was like the hard sole shoes. One that you rarely think about, that if you do have to go out, you're wearing flip-flops in this weather, and all of a sudden your house is falling apart, you can walk out, nails, rocks, you have to climb over stuff. You're just going to injure yourself more. It's smart to just be well-dressed. Pants, hard sole shoes, long sleeve shirt, helmet, and supplies along with some kind of noise maker if anything were to happen. If you're driving, pull over, and as they pointed out, every structure in this area has good stability. Go to a gas station, go to places like that, where you have solid structure or storm shelter indication on it. A lot of them will put out these evacuation plans and tell you these are the places to go. Community shelters, fire departments. I know a couple times we had where we sheltered people in place in Wiley when we had supercells going over. We'd have 100 people in the fire station because it's a very rigid structure that can take a good beating from anything up to like a E3 type of thing or F3. So it's always recommended to know your area, know your escape plan, and always know that your family knows what they're doing.
Yep, and I mean obviously we have a lot of real-time radar technology and a lot of skills from doing this for 15 plus years that allow us to be operating a vehicle in these conditions, but we strongly discourage you to be driving in these situations. There's quite a few people on the road, a lot of people on the road, and it makes you wonder if they just aren't aware of what's happening. We hope that's not the case, but yeah. Do you want to give us an update on what you're seeing now, Brandon?
Still seeing rotation with this storm. Still has a great couplet on it, and still showing a debris ball with this storm. So,
if you're just joining us, we're south of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, approaching the town of Greensboro, Alabama, where there's a tornado warning, which is a particularly dangerous situation with a confirmed tornado on the ground, very close or in the city of Greensboro.
Okay, we just got an update from the National Weather Service. It's now a tornado emergency for Hale County until 5 p.m. Catastrophic damage.
Okay, this is getting very serious, folks. This is why they issue the high risk. Apparently, we have a very large, extremely dangerous, extremely deadly, violent tornado on the ground south of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. We are approaching, we're probably about 15 miles from this tornado. We're approaching at highway speed on Highway 82 south of Tuscaloosa. The road goes southeast. So we're going to be setting up, hopefully at a high position to give you a view of this tornado as it goes by. And we will obviously be checking for any kind of assistance that is needed by folks. If you missed it earlier, we do have an onboard medical team with us, so we hope that they are not needed, but obviously we're prepared for the worst and hoping for the best. If you're just joining us, an extremely dangerous situation here near Greensboro, Alabama, a large and extremely dangerous tornado on the ground, violent, tracking to the east-northeast. Anything else you want to add, Brandon?
If you're north of Greensboro on 69, if you're on Highway 25, Highway 21 or 82 between Centerville and Line, you need to be in your safe place now.
Put as many walls between you and the storm as possible. Get a bike helmet. Get any kind of helmet you have. A construction hard hat.
Yeah.
Sorry for the connectivity, folks. It's going to be bouncing on and off here. We have a large and extremely dangerous tornado on the ground in the area, which could be affecting the cell service.
Yeah. north of Greensboro.
All right, so that's some good news. We're hoping the tornado did miss Greensboro, Alabama. Was that? Am I completely forgetting, or was that in the Forrest Gump movie? That town?
Don't remember, but now.
Do you know, Robert? Greensboro? Yeah, I can't remember it.
It's really rural areas out here, so luckily these towns have been spared from what it looks like.
Considerable lightning. We do see a lot of lightning increase around tornadic supercells, so this would definitely be an indication that the storm is at least maintaining strong characteristics, if not strengthening.
It's not weak at all at this point.
Yeah.
I would say, Ben, we're going to come into, I guess that's how you pronounce it, line.
Brent may take a direct hit from looking at this loop. Do you agree?
Could be. It's early to tell at this point.
Yeah.
Alright, they've extended the tornado emergency till 5:30 for Bibb and Perry in Alabama. This is the only tornado warning storm in the entire state at this point.
Okay. Yes. Ruts do not go nearly as well in the water as the pavement does.
Alright, new tornado warning for Jefferson County. This includes the city of Birmingham, Boltondale, Centerpoint, Clay, and Lee. That warning goes until 5:30 p.m. Storm is moving northeast at 55. So if you're in Birmingham, Boltondale, Centerpoint, you're on I-20. You need to get in a safe place. Pull outside the road, go on a gas station. We're getting closer to our storm.
I think our intercept point is going to be just west of Brent, from what I'm seeing. Are you agreeing with that? With our road network.
Yep, it could be Brent or it could be Centerville. Centerville is right next to Brent.
Right.
So we can get in between there and find a clear spot in the trees.
We will look for a place where you can at least see a couple miles out.
Yeah.
As visibility is so key here in this part of the southeast. As you can see, it's a lot of trees and it's very difficult to see very far in any direction.
I'm not seeing a very well-defined CC drop at this point.
So it may be cycling,
So it could be cycling.
or we can hope it's weakening for good, but
Yeah.
this is a strong storm. I just don't know if that'll happen right away.
You're not gonna like this.
Okay,
Brent is on this one.
that's fine.
Okay, cool.
I think half the pacers are I'm actually fine with it here because I need to have full visibility right now with all this going on.
Yeah.
So I actually leave it here because I can kind of glance when I want, but when I don't, this is really big and distracting. Thank you, though.
Yeah, it looks like everybody has kind of converged on this highway here.
If you're just joining us, you're watching the Iowa Storm Chasing Network's live coverage of a high risk for severe weather in Alabama and the southeastern United States. This is a very rare situation. We don't see a lot of these high-risk issues in a year. And there's a large tornado that was reported south of Tuscaloosa. We're on Highway 82, traveling southeast from the city of Tuscaloosa. We will most likely be ending up in the city of Brent, Alabama, where we are going to be watching a tornado potentially move very close to the area.
Okay, the CT drop is kind of coming in.
Okay, so now Brent is indicating that we may be starting to have debris in the storm again.
Yeah, it looks like it's starting to pick stuff up again. So no update from National Weather Service, but I would still personally say it's on the ground doing damage.
Most likely.
Update the tornado warning for Jefferson, Alabama, up around the Birmingham area. Now has a confirmed tornado warning as well.
Wow. So a lot's starting to happen now in Alabama. We have a confirmed tornado near Birmingham. We had a confirmed tornado near, was it?
So that tornado real quick in Jefferson County is going over Center Point right now, heading towards Clay and Argo. So if you are in the path of that, you need to be in the same place now. Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead, sorry, I didn't catch up.
No, it was the city that was near earlier. We had the confirmed tornado. What was the name of it, Brent? Do you remember the name of the city? No, it was a small town. Was it Northwood, or I don't even know. It was south of Tuscaloosa when we first started tracking this.
It was Greensboro.
Yeah, Greensboro, excuse me. Greensboro, Alabama. Although Brandon did believe that he believed it missed the city.
It looks like it eclipsed the northwest side.
Brent, Alabama is the next thing we're very concerned about.
And Centerville, they're right.
And Centerville, Alabama. Brent and Centerville, Alabama, taking tornado precautions immediately.
You're in the path of a potentially large and violent tornado.
Large and extremely dangerous tornado. We're seeing lightning increasing, continuing to increase here on Highway 82, southeast of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. High risk for severe weather. Strong tornadoes possible. And we could be very well tracking one right now. We appreciate you tuning in. Live coverage on the Iowa Storm Chasing Network. Alright, we're starting to see some clearing here. We may be exiting the heavy rain region, which is the downdraft region. You're seeing continual lightning. This will begin to give us more visibility and give us our first chance of setting up in an area where we could possibly see this large and dangerous tornado that is moving towards Brent, Alabama. And the other city that it's near, or Brandon, can you repeat that?
Brent and Centerville.
Centerville, Alabama.
Centerville is the bigger city of the two.
Yes.
Still showing a well-defined couplet and EC drop at this point.
So he's seeing strong shear, which is winds going towards and away from the radar. He's also seeing debris lofted in the air. We think it could be trees or any kind of brush that's being picked up and tossed in the air so high the radar is actually picking it up, and that's why we're beginning to be more concerned about this area. Once you start to see debris lofted in these situations, it's definitely not a good thing. So we'll have some more information for you shortly here as we set up in a position to observe this potentially large and extremely dangerous tornado approaching the city of Brent, Alabama. So this is the kind of thing I want to see. This, right here, this would be a really good area, but this is not in the path of it. Yeah. This is, you see it, how good it is? Like you can see in all directions. There's the fire department, they're ready to roll. Yeah. We just passed the local volunteer fire department, it appeared like, and everybody was sheltering in the building, so that's good news that people are taking these warnings seriously. We do have a tornado emergency issued for the storm.
Emergency for Perry and Bibb, Alabama until 5:30. Catastrophic damage threat, and tornado has been observed.
Again, we're tracking a large and extremely dangerous tornado in Alabama, approaching the city of Brent. This is Highway 82. You're looking at a live look. You continually are seeing the lightning bolts in the Anvil region and the downdraft region ahead of this mesocyclone, which is where the tornado will be forming underneath. As it approaches the city of Brent, we're very concerned at this point. For the folks in this region, we're seeing some very high returns on the velocity products on the radar, which basically just tells you which way the winds are blowing. And when you see winds blowing opposite of each other fast enough, that's when you start to really get worried. We're talking about winds over 100 miles an hour going in each direction here, along with what we believe we are seeing on the radar, which is debris lofted in the air. Do you want to talk a little more about that, Brandon?
Just a second here. We just got a new warning for St. Clair County until 6 p.m. with a tornado observed tag on it.
So now we have 3 confirmed tornadoes on the ground in Alabama. There was nothing just about a half hour ago, 45 minutes ago now probably. And things are definitely, would you say they're escalating quickly?
Things have definitely escalated from earlier. We were concerned about the dynamics earlier.
All right, that's a pretty good spot here. Let me see. No, you can't really see at the horizon, but that's what we're looking for, that kind of an area.
So yeah, we were really thinking with the dynamics and the way things are looking with the atmosphere that the severe weather threat was over, but it seems like things have escalated very quickly here within the past hour.
Yeah.
So
make sure if you know anyone who lives in this area that is not actively tracking radar like we are, to be very vigilant and taking shelter immediately. These are not... Okay, I think we might have found a spot. We can stop here and give you a look. Yep, as soon as we get another shot at it. If you see another driver or anything. Yeah.
Lots of lightning over there.
It looks like there's a road up here that is clear.
Right here.
Yep. Well, you see up there's a pavement right up ahead, I think. We can come back to this if need be. That's a really good spot. We'll come back there if we need to. But I think we might have a better option here. And we're actually still not directly in the path yet.
We're getting very close, Ben.
So,
very close. That's why I'm saying we may want to stop here and then kind of maybe inch forward.
All right.
As the storm moves closer, that way we
Let me just check, do a site survey, another miles up, a couple miles up, and then just we need to familiarize ourselves with the area we're in. If we have a potential tornado tracking through this area, we need to be ready, have our escape route set, and get our position. There's a nice big open parking lot, but unfortunately there's a tree line.
Where the flashers are?
Yeah.
It has that view right there.
Yep.
So I've noticed too, as we've gotten kind of out in front of the storm, we came in from the north. Lightning has definitely increased, which goes along with the tornado. Typically, when lightning increases,
all right, here's a road. I'm gonna just take a right up here and see if we can see anything.
Yeah, go up.
Yeah, because it goes up a little bit.
As everything slides across the car.
Yep. Big turns out here in Alabama. These are windy roads.
You hadn't seen one.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Yeah, go over this way.
Yeah, this is a nice clearing through here, folks.
Yeah,
so
this
we'll
is.
hopefully have some information for you shortly here.
And again, as this thing continues, we're still seeing a debris ball. Hey, this is where I was going to bring you earlier. Bring you
Okay, great. All right,
So we're currently at the Walmart in Brent.
yeah, we're going to probably go back to that hill we saw. I think that was the best
Or
visibility.
do you want to keep going down the
Wow.
highway? Wow.
That was incredible.
I took extra.
That was probably a mile and a half from our position. A large cloud-to-ground lightning strike that you just witnessed
Actually,
live.
Give me a second here, and I may be able to find you.
Wow,
Oh,
another
wow.
one.
Yeah.
There's several. Again, lightning increasing out ahead of a mesocyclone generally means it's strengthening.
Ben, to the right, there's an elevated hill down there.
All right, we'll go check one more thing here.
Ben,
We're
I've got a place for you.
Yep, I'm just gonna check down here just because it's a high point. So I'm not totally sure. Yeah, I actually think that we need to continue to move south here on this road because we should be able to see it off to our side as we drive south.
Yeah.
Because
well, I found a like a sporting complex, like
Yeah.
a baseball field. And that would probably give us a good view.
Yep.
It looks like it's dropping.
Can you take this away from my arm? I apologize.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just don't want it. Oh wow,
Wow.
more large lightning strikes here.
And again, this coupler has not weakened at all.
Yep.
The CC drop is still continuous, so there's still potentially a tornado on the ground at this point.
Yeah, I think that spot is probably the best, where we saw the view through the houses. So that was probably what 10 minutes away from here.
I've got a
Robert,
place 3 minutes from here that's a baseball field, and it didn't look like there was a bunch of trees around.
so where would you like to go for that? So here's what I'm thinking. Let's look at the
don't be
last.
sitting here in a roundabout.
Yeah, let me.
Get
The
away
last
from
few
that.
scans are showing it coming straight at us. So let's go to that baseball field.
Okay.
You got to tell me where to go though.
Yep. Go ahead and go down here and loop around and hang her right out of this traffic circle here in a second.
Yep.
Because this thing is moving at 50 miles an hour, so we need to get
4 strikes there.
Yep.
right.
I actually think we need to continue to move east of it because if you look at the loop, we're directly in the path right now. I don't know if you see that.
Yeah.
So let's continue to move.
That's what I'm saying. We can actually stay on this road, and you'll come out to the baseball field here in a minute.
All right.
We'll loop back up.
Wow.
Wow. That was
Significant lightning continuing here in Brent, Alabama as this potentially large and extremely dangerous tornado moves into the area. So does this continue straight?
Yes, keep going.
So
I will tell you.
as a emergency route, this continues east out of the path, if need be.
A minute. Yes, we do have an option to keep going east.
Okay, good.
I've got you 2 east options we can bail out on if we need.
Again, this is very serious. If you were in Brent or Centerville, Alabama, this is the real deal, folks. You need to take shelter immediately. This is not something you need to
How many was
wait on. We're seeing rapid lightning, 6 flashes now,
Okay, keep going, Ben. Keep going.
and we're continuing to move east and reposition just because this is moving so quickly. I'm actually going to stop just briefly here because we have
stop briefly here
we
and
have
see
a
if
pretty
we can get
good
a good view.
view, and we also have a very clear path to get out of the way of this. So we're just going to kind of show you what we're seeing here in terms of the lightning. And wow,
Okay.
we've seen a lot of flashes.
Ben, when you get ready to leave here, if you go up a little bit, I actually found another spot we can go sit that's actually really
Got
wide
it.
open.
Got it. Let's just take
So,
one more look here.
Yeah, we can take a look here, get a visual, kind of gain
3 miles.
some insane lightning with the storm. If you're outside and you hear my voice, you need to be inside in a safe place now.
Again, Brent in Centerville or Centreville, Alabama.
I think it's Centerville.
We're going to call it Centerville. It's a very, very bad place to be right now. You have a large and extremely dangerous tornado approaching your area. Please take shelter immediately.
If you're anywhere along 82, Highway 82, you need to be in your safe place now. All right, you want to go down to that area and take a look?
I'm comfortable sitting here for 1 or 2 more scans. It's a pretty clear road behind us.
Yeah.
And I just want to make sure we're not going to... This is a great view to watch it if it were to move to our west. If it is coming more directly at us, we also can move further east. Are you guys both on board with that decision? Let's see. Show me where we are.
So we're right here.
Yeah, that's fine. So we just.
So if you like go down the road here, you could.
So, but where would we go to move further east? That's what I'm saying.
This is a good spot.
Yeah, just
flip
base.
and haul.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you can go down. So we can go down and take 219, or we can shoot back up and take 82. Continue. So we have 2 escape routes.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna move. I think I'm happy here with this position, and then Brandon and I just discussed, and we'll be back with you shortly here. Unfortunately, folks, this is one of those situations where we could be coming back through this city in a few minutes and have a very, very different look
Slow down.
at what you're seeing. You know, I think we just need to move out of the way of this thing, because the more I'm seeing it, it looks like we're very close to the circulation.
We're definitely very close.
Right. So there's a water tower there over there. Is it possible to set up with a better vantage point where we can see what's coming to our right? If you're just joining us on the Iowa Storm Chasing Network live stream, guys,
Yeah,
it's
just an elevation. Do you want to try and flip around and go back up? That way we're up higher.
I'm just trying to get out of the way of the direct circulation so we can watch it. I feel a little more comfortable here because we can see what's coming over the hill here. So I think we'll go up to, see there's a little bit of an elevation rise right up here.
Yeah.
We will position there to do just a site survey and get the best view we can. Here's a good view of what's coming. I just didn't like the Walmart because you couldn't really see.
Yeah, you really couldn't see
anything. In fact, maybe this daycare right here, it's kind of a high point. What do you guys think?
Take it.
All right.
Get up there and we can see what we can see. If not,
Yep.
I'd prefer to go back.
Oh yeah, this is an amazing viewpoint, guys. Yep. We're gonna see this tornado come right into town potentially. This could be
All right.
really
you
tough
gotta go
deal.
up here.
No, right here.
Right here.
Yep, this is
Yep,
fine.
Go ahead. Please angle the vehicle.
Yep.
Yep.
And if you want to start shooting with the professional camera here.
Yep. We're shooting.
Yep. So you're watching the lowering
Feel the
coming
wipers,
from
please.
left to right. I would get out if you're able to, or at least stick the camera out.
Yeah.
Let me position the car just a little bit so you're able
For
to
the
do
time,
that.
well, with the lightning, I don't.
How's that?
That's fine.
Okay.
If you can just give me the intermittent wipers on
Yep.
the lowest setting.
All right, we're going to adjust the camera here for you folks. You're watching a live picture of Brent, Alabama, as a large and extremely dangerous tornado is moving into the area. From left to right on the screen.
Give it here.
Our prayers are with these folks.
Are you about? You about to help me out?
Yeah, hold on.
Cool. Yeah. And do you see? Now that you're stationary, if you look at over at the
right.
computer, look at that
So-
couplet.
Yeah, it's incredibly
Open your
intense.
door real quick.
Okay.
Hold that. Then close
Got
the
it.
door. Okay.
Okay.
Now you have where you can just push out.
Awesome.
Okay. All right.
Great idea.
So there you go.
Our paramedic Robert here coming in hand.
Rapid cloud-to-ground lightning continuing to increase in intensity. That was a very close strike. Again, we believe the storm is definitely maintaining its strength, if not strengthening, as it moves into this area, which is not a good news item for these folks here in Brent.
And again, still seeing that debris ball on radar. There are no sirens going off in the town of Brent or Centerville. So if you're in Centerville,
We have people running around in the street down here, trying to get their attention to get them out of the road. They're just out here walking around. So obviously we have a vehicle that we can quickly remove ourselves from this area, but they do not. So obviously our prayers are with these folks. Do we have anything over the tree line, guys? We're gonna move the camera off there. You might be able to start seeing.
It's moving.
I can see. I think I possibly see a left edge over there.
Yep. Okay, guys, in the middle of the screen there, we're believing that we're seeing this tornado moving into the area here.
Go!
Tornado!
Go!
Get out of here!
Trying to get traffic to move out of here, guys. This is obviously a life or death situation for these folks.
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing a left edge over there.
Yep.
To the left of the tree. So
Go.
I think we're safe right here for the time being.
Wind is.
Can you please get in the vehicle?
Yeah,
I don't like you out there with the
I'm
lightning.
overlooking.
I understand, but I don't want you out there with lightning. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, we have
Okay, we
sirens
have
going
tornado
off in the-
sirens going off now.
Tornado sirens in the town of Centerville.
So above us is moving this way, Ben.
Yeah, I'm watching it. I got a good idea of what we're looking at here.
Yep.
It's pulling.
This is a very dangerous situation here. If you're in the town of Centerville, you need to be in your
This
safe
is where I
place
need
now.
to go. I need to take Highway 25 out of town. Can you please direct me? Is this 25 straight ahead? We want to go north 25, not south. So is behind us north? We want to go north
Which
20.
direction are you facing?
We need to make this road decision right now, guys.
You're facing west, so yes, north is that way.
So
You're
behind
right.
us.
You're right.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. We're gonna go ahead and move.
All right, can we sit here for another second? So I can, or are you? All
I
right.
think we're gonna move soon here.
Okay, now I don't have a good visual of the.
Right. Do you need to shoot a little more?
Yes, I'm trying to shoot this because trying to watch for, and I'm also trying to watch for power flashes
All right.
as this comes into town. See it. Rapid motion here. See that rapid motion there on the right?
Yep.
So
Once we establish where, see, the tornado could also be straight ahead of us. That's the other concern I have.
That's what I'm.
So let's go ahead and move out of this area.
well, we want to take. We're gonna want to take the 82. Then.
We're gonna want to go north because the storm is moving northeast.
Hold on, just
So
a second.
north 25. Is this north 25? Yes, it is. I see the sign. We're gonna go ahead and
Clear.
jump on our road
We
here.
need to get the.
It's okay. I'll deal with it for a minute.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right.
If you can find a spot, a high spot here.
Yep,
inside
I
the
will
second floor,
reposition shortly here. We just don't have enough visibility.
Yep. Oh shit! There went the light.
It's all right. I'll turn it off.
Sorry.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can you please pull that in?
Working on it. Pull it in.
Pulling it into mine.
Okay.
There you go. Now it's hot.
All right. Can we stop up here on the overpass and turn?
Yeah,
Come back.
but we're losing visibility. Yeah. So do you see anything? Because if you don't, I don't want to stop. Visibility is our key here.
Can you get up? Can you flip around right here?
Yeah,
so
we can take a quick
That
peek.
way we can get a good look.
Yep, we're going to
moving
stop
back.
on the bridge here. We are at the intersection of 82 and 25.
Whenever it's safe to do so, flip around so we can get a good look.
Well, we need to get this out quick.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and do that quickly, guys.
Doors open. Pull that. Okay.
Got
Good.
it. Good. Got it.
Yeah, so we're actually in the kind of the RFD region. So we were right to move north
Yeah.
because
If
that's
you turn the vehicle around,
Yeah,
I
that's
see, I see some very ominous looking sky back there. And I just want to be able to get a good look at it.
all right, folks. There it is. If there's a tornado, it's right there in front of you.
Yep, right there. Yeah, I got it up.
Is it on? Is it up?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
up. I'd do a little manhandle, but yeah.
Look at that rapid motion from right to left.
Yeah, very rapid motion.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and continue on north here, but we believe this is the tornado. Directly in front of us, you can see it in the trees there.
Yep. Look at that motion on the left-hand side there.
Yep.
Motion to the left.
We're going to hang out for this with this shot for just one more moment.
Yeah, give me just like another minute maybe.
It's pulling it all in.
Yeah, it's a rapid inflow here. We're watching.
Luckily, there's no vehicles on
Yeah,
this
we're
highway,
watching
so
a lot of tree debris actually getting sucked into this storm. Pretty amazing.
Yep. So when I tell you to go, go.
Okay, we're gonna
All right.
continue north. I think you want to get one more shot just from this side.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
that way
point
the
my
rain-
car.
does the
I'm
rain-
gonna point our
yeah,
car
That way we can get out.
out
and
the escape route.
All right. Pull up just a little bit more. All right.
All right.
Actually,
That's RFD. That's inflow. It's okay. We're gonna go ahead and move. Take our escape route. Around these strong tornadoes, you get rapid winds that blow into these things. So we're actually getting impacted by some of the RFD. There's a semi there. I obviously hope that they know what they're doing because that's not a good situation.
Yeah.
So what you're seeing hitting the car is just the wind flowing into this thing. You can see what we believed was the tornado. The visibility is very low out here, so it's difficult to actually see the bottom of the circulation. But what we can tell you is as that area that we believed was the tornado got closer, we saw our winds rapidly increase, significant amounts of lightning, and we also felt the vehicle obviously start to be sucked in. I mean, not significantly, but we felt the impact of the winds flowing into this large, potentially wedge tornado as it moves through the city of Brent, Alabama.
And still has an incredible velocity signature and CC drop.
Yep.
So we're on 25 going north.
Yes.
And we're gonna try and get a different vantage point, hopefully.
That is correct. We're moving 25 north away from the city of Brent. I hate to say it, but that intersection we were sitting at, when we were honking the horn, we had people walking around in the intersection. The tornado sirens finally went off after about 10 minutes of silence. It was not a good situation. I did not feel that they had enough warning in that town, and I don't know if you're able to agree with me. Can you see anything off to the right there? We have a little bit of clearing. Just double check it really quick. Anything?
Nothing.
All right, we're double checking our visibility here. There's probably some other storm spotters on the road here. Significant inflow winds still pushing against the vehicle here from a very strong truck, so we are able to drive through these winds. But if the winds coming into this thing are this strong, that's just an indication of how strong the tornado could be. We're possibly looking at a major tornado here. That would be EF3 or higher. So that's definitely something you want to be aware of. Looks like there is more spotters up here. We have power lines down, so we are going to have to use the vehicle's off-roading capabilities to go through this area. Not sure what this truck's doing, but we're going to.
Yeah, tree down.
Yeah, so we actually have a big enough truck that
No.
we. You don't think so?
No, you'd have to.
Okay.
Well, I think you can if you ride just right.
Sorry about the bumps, folks, but that's why you have a truck.
Or you could have just went around like the other
Yeah.
guy, but
Don't want to do mud.
yeah, didn't want to risk it. Hopefully we can find another clear spot here in a second so you get a better look.
So you're seeing damage just from the inflow winds again. This is not the tornado, but we've already seen power lines down, and a lot of plain flat surfaces, which make it. But we're just north of what we believe is a very large tornado that just Centerville would have been really. I want to say maybe Brent made it out okay from just what I'm seeing, but I could be wrong. Our thoughts are with those folks. We were in the town with them, trying to honk our horn to warn people of this large active storm. But, you know, if we take that south route, we might actually get a better view of it.
So I do have a county road coming up in a few miles that you could take.
Okay.
Yeah, there's really no good south. You'd rather keep going north and east and north to Ash Street.
Try to get ahead of it. Set up in that location.
Again, this thing still has a huge couplet on it and a CC drop as well.
We've carefully selected our road to be in an area that's close enough to observe this, but it's not directing the path.
Keep going on this road, and I will tell you when, and I will give you a heads up when we need to turn. We're going to go to Ashby. It looks like it may directly impact the path.
Got it. So you're seeing lots of tree debris, leaves, little branches flying through the air. And again, this is not the tornado.
So we're out of the heaviest of the rainfall now, so we may be able to see something as we're driving along here, to the right of the vehicle.
We're probably taking 50-mile-an-hour winds from left to right, most likely. Can you screenshot that? Our location, please?
Yeah, I've already screenshot it on we're coming up here on the turn. Shortly, start slowing down here. If you see a sign for Highway 2, it should be off to your right. You want to take that, and then it'll take us straight into Ashby. And we can get into position there.
We don't have time. We're not far enough ahead of it. We go south, we will be in the circulation.
You're not going south. You're going east. Take this.
Yeah, no. Charles just went the other way. That's Charles Peak. I trust his call. So,
I mean, it's a short drive. I'm just saying.
I know, but we got to be careful here because of visibility. So, we'll do our best, but we got to give ourselves more of a buffer. You know what I mean?
You just looking at radar, you had time to make that.
Not from what I was seeing on my radar. We were literally right ahead of the circulation.
Because there's no other road option to directly down to Ashby unless you go all the way up and come back down. So.
Okay, well, I mean...
So if you want to, we can try and make it into Briarfield, but at this point, on this, taking this road network...
It is moving northeast, though, correct? So this road actually kind of stays with it, right?
It does kind of stay with it, but I'm thinking it was kind of leaning more towards
I just do not want to drop south right in front of that thing. I'm sorry. Got to play it safe.
I mean, you weren't really south. You were going east to kind of parallel it. But yeah.
Any visibility? Yeah, if you see a place you have visibility, just let me know and we can get some more video. Anything here? That's a lot better. You got anything? You want to stop here for a second? Just for a moment?
Yeah, just for a moment.
All right, we're going to turn the camera here and try to get a view here of what we're seeing.
Okay, and then you just got me in the worst spot ever.
Okay.
We have debris falling.
Yep, I think we're going to continue on.
Yep. All right, so yeah, let me shoot this real quick.
That house might actually not be there in a minute.
Let's just stay right here for a second, Ben. Look at that rapid motion.
Yep. Did you get enough video?
Give me another 30 seconds.
Can you continue to do situational checks behind us? Keep your eyes.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Thank you.
Not able to make anything out at this point.
Yep, let's continue. It's just not a good spot.
Yep, continue.
Thank you.
Sitting directly off of our 3 o'clock right now.
Yeah, that's what I was. Were you seeing that too?
Yeah, I see the down edge and I can see where the profile is.
So you do believe you have a visual on where the tornado is?
Yeah, we can see the down edge. You can see where it's getting pulled in.
Okay.
So he's literally right off of our 3 o'clock.
Okay.
They've extended this warning out significantly.
We're going to get about 10 miles up and cross over. We're going to beat that 55 mile.
Can you give our viewers a location update? We're north on 25.
North on 25, we're just west of Ashby.
Yeah, we might not be there in a minute.
Yeah.
We believe
we're southwest of Wilson.
Yeah, we believe there's a large and extremely dangerous tornado continuing about 5 miles to our south. We're just
tornado right now for
we're just north of the circulation.
almost an hour if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
First one kicked out at 4:30.
So we believe we can see the outer bands of it. We're continuing to look to our south and see very dark, ominous banding. It's hard to see on the camera, but we showed you some of that earlier if you were watching when we stopped in that city. what was the city that we stopped at the parking lot?
We were Brent, Centerville.
Yeah, Brent and Centerville.
You can see the back side of the, what do you guys call that? Circulation?
Yeah.
Whatever, the whip, the tail.
Yep.
You can see the back side of the tail. It's pulling it around on that 3 o'clock position. Tracking that forward. We're still about our 3 or almost 4 o'clock now.
Got it.
Yep.
I mean, we've been in the hook this entire time. So, yep.
Yeah, you can see the wall when the lights coming through on the back side.
And the radar is kind of, since it's getting so close to the radar, we're not getting as much of a accurate reading.
So we're getting a little more space, at least from my screen. Oh, I guess my radar is a few minutes old.
Yeah, sure.
3 minutes. It's
Right here up on the
last.
swing.
Yeah. What about now?
You're about to come up on right here. It's gonna be a turn.
Yeah.
Or not.
Slow down right here, right here, right here.
Yeah. Yep.
Slow down.
Can you see anything?
There it is.
Get some video.
Go down past this little line of trees here. Go.
Clear, and you can
Turn
see
off
the road.
turn off to the side of the road.
I can't. It's too muddy, but I can pull over.
You're good right there.
Yeah, you're good right
There
there.
you
You can see. There's the wall.
Yep.
There's the hook, and it's like right at our 334 mark.
Give them a quick shot
Yeah.
of what we're seeing to our south here. We're going to pull this off the mount and give the viewers a quick shot.
And luckily the rain is
Here, guys. So that's the wall, and that's the tracking he was talking about. And this is what we're seeing. This is off of our 4 o'clock, just to the south of us.
We do have to move
Yeah.
or we lose
And there's the back side of the hook. All right.
Can you please put that back up?
Get back into that front.
These storms are moving so quickly. Can't stop very long. Can someone check my road map for a north route or a south route?
We're running parallel noise right now.
I understand that, but I still want to have options. Thank you. Apologize for the folks watching the live stream. We're just readjusting here.
Yeah, in the process. Get the camera back up. Camera is back up. We're good to go.
Alright, we've got a west option coming up, and we've got a north option in Montevallo. So we'll take this up.
I like the city of Wilton.
Go to Wilton, and then we can
Drop south, Wilton?
We could drop.
Well, Wilton was just right in the path.
Yeah,
No, I think Wilton's a little north of the tornado.
If we get into a 151, we can head east.
Okay, is that what you want to do?
Straight shot right across, and then we can head north off of that.
Yeah, right now we're coming in some radar. What do they call it? Interpolation.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so only Robert, I need you to continue to navigate me because of visibility issues. I need to know where my roads are because GPS is my eyes right now.
We're like 4 miles into, we're just outside of Wilton. Just past that is Montevallo, and then we'll hang a right on the 151 and that'll cross us north of this and get us across.
But again, I'm trying to get to the south of it so we can actually
I know,
see this
if we
thing.
can get on the other side of it,
Okay.
then we can get south.
All right, so
The
you're
151
understanding
is-
what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, the 151
Okay.
is a straight shot.
All right.
It doesn't.
So there's a south route, but that'll go right into it,
Yeah,
right?
that's
okay.
gonna go right into it.
Okay.
But we do need to flip our blinker light off.
Yep.
Got it.
Right, so this should be Wilton. We got a short distance and we'll be coming up to Montevallo.
So straight.
Yep, we're going to the 151. The 139 is no good.
If you're just joining us, you're watching Iowa Storm Chasing Network live coverage of the high-risk tornado outbreak in progress in parts of Alabama. We are now approaching Wilton, Alabama. we're just north of a tornado that has been on the ground at times and is strong. However, the storm is cycling. It might be weakening or have lifted at points we can't confirm because we just haven't had really good visibility yet.
And with the radar being so close now, we're not able to get a clear signal.
Why are we right there? Why is our dot like...
We're just south of Wilson.
Yeah.
So what? So is it ahead of us now? Okay.
Yeah, that's radar manipulation there.
So that's the... Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm keeping an eye on that.
Yep.
But if I track that, it still looks like there's a
Yep. Alright, next turn, do I have a heads up for my approaching?
And I'm literally going to come up to like a Y up and then to the right.
Okay.
Into the 151. I'll tell you that. So we're in Wilson.
Alright, this is the city of Wilton, Alabama. People taking shelter at the gas station there.
Probably about 4 miles up to the crossing point.
Miles to my turn.
It's just curved, yeah. Something that's kind of more the ball and then just straight. It turns into the one. We're almost out of Wilson.
So this is, we're going to take our north route shortly. Correct?
Yeah, the northeast crossover.
How long?
Looks like it's about 2 miles up.
2 miles?
1.2 miles to the junction. And it'll continue. You'll literally go from 25 to 155 across so we'll be on the other side of the south.
Got it.
So the National Weather Service still has tornado emergency time on this. Tornado warning remains in effect until 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time for central Chilton and southeastern Shelby County.
We're in Montevallo. We're just going to curve to the right a little bit and then continue on. And we'll be at the junction of that 155 and 158.
Large and destructive tornado was located over Briarfield and Ironworks Park, right near Montevallo from the northeast of 50.
Were we in that city?
Yeah, we're in Montevallo right now.
Okay.
We're about to head further east.
Okay.
Now we're heading back towards 65.
Yep.
That's going right.
Yep. So we're going to go left and go north?
And we're going to keep going straight.
Okay.
This route literally takes us back out to the way he's going.
Okay.
Back out to the 65. He's going to take 25 to 155 and 65.
Gotcha.
Yeah, hopefully we can get on the south end of it.
That's what we're trying to get the east of 65 to the south.
Yeah.
Apologize, guys.
I'm not paying attention to the phone. We're on the 155 now. We're coming into Robert, Alberta. So we're just north of the
So if you're just joining us, folks, we're in a really intense situation. This is a tornado emergency that is continuing for Montevideo. Did I say that right? Montevallo, Alabama. Excuse me. A lot of names today we're learning. And obviously we're worried about the folks here. What is that behind us? That's not law enforcement, correct? Yep. Yep. Visibility's poor, leave it on. Yeah.
So then we're gonna come into Calera. Just past us 65 right.
Very strong winds here. This is inflow into large and extremely dangerous tornado.
4.2 miles.
4.2 miles from our turn.
It's going to be across the road here.
I understand. So we'll.
Yeah, just let you know.
Yeah,
where we're at.
We'll take that turn. Did you hear that? We can't go south. Did you copy that, Tabak? No, we cannot go south. Yes, we need to go north.
Okay, well then we can go left on the 65 or continue on the 155-25 and get on the other side of it. If we go under the freeway and just keep going, we'll be good.
Okay, so stay on the road. We're not turning?
No, I wouldn't. If it's right in the 65, let's get on the other side of the 65, let it pass, and then we can come up behind it.
Yeah, it's about to cross the road here into the Calera area.
I understand that, so I need you to coordinate with Robert on road decisions.
So do we want to go to 31 or do we want to go 65? Because this is what we're doing right now.
Okay, we finally just got out of the precinct. We're out of the core.
Yeah, so if we make it to the 65, we can go right and head south and go up north.
You want to go north on 65.
If we have a south route that we can drop south really fast on a pavement, we might be able to capture some images.
Yeah,
But
the 65 would be the only one, but we got to get to it.
Yeah, if you we're not too far from 65, we can catch it.
Because it looks like it's heading on this road of Green Acre Street, but if we get to 65, we can head south.
Get on 65 south.
Put us on the other side of it, it looks like.
all right, folks, just watching on the live stream, we've emerged from what was a very heavy precipitation core. We had rapid lightning strikes all around us. Not a lot of hail, which is some good news, but very strong winds. We saw a lot of tree debris and pieces of branches flying around. So definitely some very strong winds out here. Of course, we're positioning ourselves just to the north of the tornado, and that's why the winds didn't get too strong. But even the winds around the tornado can get upwards of 60 to 70 miles an hour and even approach 100 mile an hour gust in some situations. So definitely a dire situation out here for Alabama. A lot going on, and we appreciate you tuning in as we track this storm here on the Iowa Storm Network. So I'm hearing reports that it's lifted.
Yeah, it's lifted right now.
Okay, they believe the tornado has lifted. We're finally getting a visual here.
So we can get to 65 and cut down.
Yeah.
Well, once we cut down, we lose the storm, though. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize how much more was happening south of us.
There's nothing tornado warning north south.
Yeah.
We're the only tornado warning storm. Besides one up around Gadsden right now.
Yep.
Yeah, we can. If we go that way, we'd be able to get shots real quick from the highway.
But then we're done. We lose it for the day, right?
No, because you can get off the 65 and continue on 25.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys are both in agreement. That's what you want to do?
We'll drop south for a minute on the 65, then we can
So
turn
we
right
can
and
get
come
that
back
angle, and then we'll get back on the 25 and keep going.
Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
We gotta
So just tell me when I need to turn.
You're going to be making a left in Midtown in 1.1 miles.
Got it.
It's literally going to go to a T.
I'm going to roll down the left.
Sorry.
There's that humidity I'm used to.
Yep.
Love it.
You got a half a mile, and you'll be hanging a left on the 31.
Copy that. Half a mile to our turn. We're taking a left.
A left?
Yeah, we're going left to go up to the 25 again.
Okay.
It's coming into town, so they did one of those L bends.
Okay, gotcha.
So at the light, you're going left, and then right, short distance after that.
Got it.
Trying to analyze here through the trees.
Yeah, it was up off the ground. There's nothing down.
Yeah.
It was that super cell. It was at like a 3:34 o'clock.
Left on 25?
Yeah, left here, and then it'll be another right.
Any visual here as we make the turn?
Yeah, it's still in the air.
Yep.
It's just circling above.
Yep, just kind of hanging out up there.
And then we're going to be making a right in just 300 feet.
So they still got the tornado emergency tag on the tornado warning until 6.
Okay, you're going to be hanging this right.
Oh, this is all right? Immediately?
This will be our right.
I'm curious to see.
This little tiny street.
Is it 17th?
I don't know.
Okay, then it'll be the next light.
Okay.
It'll have a sign for the 25.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely... I don't think this is the major roadway here, so...
Okay. It's just my GPS is trying to catch up.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, so as soon as this fucking light changes, we'll be good to go.
We're good.
Yep. Alright, so this next right.
Got it.
He's probably going to go 31 north, or is he going to turn? He's turning. He's going to do the same
Yep,
thing.
he's going to do the same thing.
Hitting the 65.
We're being dot chasers. We're still in the same storm.
If you guys make the decision to take the turn before he takes the turn, then...
Yeah, no, we're going... It's 3/4 of a mile up, and we'll be hanging right on the 65, so we
Got it.
angle on this thing. It's right there.
Yeah, it's right
Right
there.
off the
Is it coming down again?
no, it's still floating.
So we have a rotating wall cloud is all.
Yes, we
Yeah.
have a rotating wall cloud this time.
Yeah, because like literally when we cleared Montevallo, the first clearing we had, it lifted up.
It actually looks a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Prominent there for a second.
Yeah, it's lower than it was.
Yeah.
So you think it could be redeveloping,
It could
tightening
be
up
redeveloped.
again?
It's rebuilding.
Yeah, just from looking at the velocity scans, it's definitely recycling
Okay.
from what I'm seeing.
So you're gonna be, you've got, should be coming up on the 65 just over this right here.
Okay. Which way am I turning?
Right. We're gonna head right for just a little bit.
And then we'll come back north and get
and
on
we'll
the
come
south?
back to-
Yep.
Yep, we're going south. We're gonna get just a short distance down, get him the shot, and then we'll flip
Wow, there's
around.
a chopper in the air out ahead of this thing.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Big birds.
Look at the rising motion there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Wow. Oh, get it, tornado. Large
Got it.
tornado.
Large tornado.
On the
Tornado
ground.
on the ground. Ben, go.
Yeah, I know.
Go. Large tornado.
Bull multi-vortex tornado crossing I-65.
pull it over here.
Continuing to watch it cross the road here.
Yes.
Little
Yes.
vortices coming down.
Multiple vortices.
We just caught the tornado crossing the interstate here, folks. And there it goes.
Alright, so if you want to get back, we can hit 25
Yep.
and we'll be right behind it.
Yep.
So you should have a turnaround coming
Yep.
up shortly.
And that's why, folks, it's so important to take cover, because that was a big tornado.
There's
Yep.
And I'm looking for any people that might have been injured. We have trees down, but it appears like
hit.
there's only tree debris. There's not any vehicles that we're seeing, which is really good news. So everybody on the 65 appear to fare okay through this storm. So we're very grateful across the interstate without issue here. That was a big tornado, guys. That was a real treat that you caught that live. Thanks to everyone watching the Iowa Storm Chasing Network live broadcast of this significant tornado that just crossed 65 right in front of us. And great job with our crew keeping us safe with our road decisions. And that's why we do this, folks, to show you what's going on safely and just kind of demonstrate what the folks are dealing with out here in Alabama. Did you get it with the good camera?
I believe so.
Okay. We were moving pretty quick.
Yeah. I may have double punched it, which I'm going to kick myself later for, but
Okay.
at least we have it on the live stream.
Yep. It's all on the live stream. It's not the best because it has the hood, but yeah. All right, folks. So we're going to check back and check the path here of this tornado again and just make sure that nobody was injured.
Yep, that's tightening back up.
Yep.
Definitely tightening
And
back
we
up.
believe that this tornado is strengthening again. There are some other spotters out here, it looks like.
Outside line, all you.
Go,
Thank you.
All right, so go back and get off on the exit that you got off
On
on.
the 25.
Yep,
and
you're on
to your
25.
right, we'll be right behind it.
Got it.
Be right behind it. And I am just fully recording up from now on, since we have.
I think we hung a right, huh?
Yeah, that was perfect. Right across the road in front of us. That was.
The time is 5:44 roughly, maybe 5:42. that the tornado crossed the interstate.
Yep.
So for documentation purposes. Can you report that in chat, please?
Yeah.
And the mile marker that had the debris, I will get it for you here shortly. It was going to be closest to mile marker 227.
227.
A large half-mile multi-vortex tornado crossed the road 5 minutes ago. You can put that in the chat. What we're doing, folks, we're communicating to the National Weather Service what was just observed, so they can better warn the public.
That's 65 south, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you got the mile marker?
What was the mile marker again?
227. Southbound lanes. 5 ago. And did you put it in the chat, or are you just tweeting it?
I have it in the chat for a moment.
Okay. So we're going to do our best, folks, to track this thing. Very difficult. But now we know where it is. We were just a half mile north of it that whole time. So we did a great job there with our positioning. And that's just how quick these things can change. We had a wall cloud. We were talking about it. And the next thing you know, it's on the ground again.
Yep. Yeah, you do, man.
It's 4 o'clock. It's right there.
Yep. As soon as we got through town, I seen it lower.
So it actually was moving to the northeast. We could see damage on this road as well.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Yep.
Yeah, this will bring us in right behind it back into its path. Back onto its path.
Next town that is in the path of this storm is Columbiana, Wilsonville. And I'm just going to wait until to see if they reissue that one.
Did you tweak them at least?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the MPS Birmingham. Some people turn over 6 with good reason. After what we just saw.
Yep.
Good thing about that scene back there is everyone noted what was going on, pulled over immediately.
Yeah, all the traffic was actually fully stopped, and I was so grateful to see that the warning process was working and that folks were doing a great job keeping themselves safe, including our team and everyone in the general public. That doesn't always happen that way, so we're grateful that no one was caught off guard.
A few large timber, probably 50-foot highs, were ripped out.
Yep.
A couple signs were taken out. We could see actually in the video as we were passing over, you can see where the touchdown spots were on the road where it threw up dirt.
Continuing past 42, you'll see where we're at in the map. Passing 350. Yep.
We're going to be coming into Columbiana.
Okay.
I don't know where it is. He's got to tell us in I have no idea. We're in Columbiana. Where are we at in comparison to Columbiana?
We're still south of Columbiana.
I know, we're southwest of it, we're coming into it.
Yep.
So where's the vortex?
Vortex? Then you may want to slow down a little bit.
Sure.
We're about to come into a small town.
Yeah, I don't see anything yet, but as soon as I see it.
Not only that, but it may cross the road here in a second. I'm just trying to watch it.
Well, we can get ahead of it, right?
Yeah, go just gas it.
Okay, well,
Ahead of-
Which one? You want that small business?
Uh,
Hardest Ferry Road. That's the only one available.
so I need to know. How much before this thing turns east, because we got to make sure we're out ahead of it. Because that radar later.
it looks like it's going to eastern turn.
Just keep. I need spotters to the right, please.
I'm not seeing anything. Keep an eye on the map for that.
Okay, we have a power line down here.
Nah. Just keep going on this road till we get to Wilsonville.
Got it.
I'm gonna keep watching the pattern because if we get into Wilsonville, we may be able to go east a little bit and let it pass and go.
Are you on AT&T or Verizon right now?
I'm on
Yeah.
AT&T. I've got full signal. 5G. So this will take
So what I'm seeing from my radar is that the debris ball is pretty far away from us.
Yeah.
so we can head east.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Then
Would you agree with that assessment, Brandon?
Yes.
Okay.
We can go north and east in Wilsonville and sit there and let it come at us and get our attention on the
Yeah.